Beep, beep, Richie. Beep, beep. So, my ear today, not as bad. Still not great, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Today has pretty much just been a day of rest. I've not done anything, really. I tried to take Petunia for a car ride. She wasn't having it. Apparently, and I'm guessing, just throwing this out there, but I think it was because the last car ride she took, she left one home and came to ours. So she's a little afraid if she gets into the car now, she's going to go somewhere else. Because she wouldn't get in the car. So I picked her up and put her in the car. And as soon as I got on the other side, she started climbing up into my lap. And she was shaking so much it felt like I don't know, like your phone on vibrate mode. I mean, she was literally, I thought she was gonna have a friggin' heart attack. So basically, we just did an around the block run, came back, I put her back in the house. Then I went out and ran my errands that I wanted to run, Pokestop, energy drink. I think I kind of like taking the dogs, kind of like taking CJ on rides, but he gets car sick. So he can't take long rides. So I think what I'm going to do is try to get Petunia to the point where she's not scared of it. I'm not just, go to the car, short little rides around the block, slowly expand them out. Hope she doesn't get car sick. So, maybe I can take her out and show her the world sometime. CJ doesn't mind seeing the world, but it has to be, he has to get there on his little paws, or he's just not happy with it. And the first time I took him on a ride, he was fine, but after that he started getting car sick, so I don't know. Who knew? It's not like he was trying to read a book or anything. Just bleh. My internet went down last night, probably around 10ish, and I made a call to Metronet, and they said that the best they could do was have somebody come look at it Monday. I was like, great. But we went through the standard, let's power cycle this, let's power cycle that. I mean, there's more involved with fiber, apparently. So we also had to power cycle the box that the fiber goes into. Anyway, once we were done with all that troubleshooting and that, it didn't work, so decided, well, I'm going to be without internet for a few days. Came downstairs and started watching TV, and then not even 10 minutes later the TV goes out too. Yay! So I called back and said that now my TV is out too. And basically same thing, not really anything we can do till Monday. He said he will send it to level 2 technicians. Level 2 technicians are in on Sundays from 8 to 5. He said, but chances are they won't call you back. I said, well, if they don't call me back, then tell whoever comes on Monday they can just come and get their stupid stuff out of my house. About an hour later, it started working again. I don't know. Weird. Very weird. The thing is, I don't know if they were doing some maintenance and they just don't tell anyone. Who knows? Kind of weird to do maintenance on a Saturday night, though. I think that would be best to do on Sunday night. Yeah, I don't know. It's all very strange and very annoying. It's sad that I'm not even a full weekend and I'm already kind of regretting my decision to switch. That whole data cap wasn't so bad now, was it? Not at all. Not at all. Okay, quick story time. And then I gotta feed my doggies. Let's do my first surgery. Not my first surgery, which would be a tonsillectomy, but my first surgery that was directly related to the Crohn's. It all stemmed from a misdiagnosis of a fistula. Don't know what that is, look it up. You will be pleasantly unhappy. It did involve my rear end, if that helps. Anyway, went to the doctor. He said it was an infection, gave me some antibiotics, sent me home. 2 days later, I was in extreme pain and I could not sit down. I had to lay on my side. So, went back to the doctor and dropped trowel, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Oh my God." Not something you want to hear from a doctor. He sent me immediately to the emergency room, which meant I had to get in a car and ride in it, which was interesting because I had to sit. It was a mess. I had to lay the seat down and lay down. Anyway, got there. They drained the infection. When they drained it, there was so much in it that, you know, those little suction cups that they use, it filled the cup up. Back up just a little bit here. First thing, when I got there to the hospital and they started hooking me up to things, I told them that I was starting to get very nauseous. They brought me something to vomit in case I did, but they also gave me a shot. I don't know what was in this shot, but I would pay money to have it again. I remember it was probably about 5 minutes after they gave me the shot, I was kind of loopy, and I started, you know, those little pulse meters they put on your fingertip? I started tapping it on the bed rail, which was annoying the nurses, because they were like, "That's messing with the heart meter, please stop." A couple minutes later, tap, 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 tap. Minutes later, tap, 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 tap. So, yeah. After that, they admitted me to the hospital, just to monitor and make sure they got everything, pumped me full of antibiotics. So the next day when I wake up, nurse comes in and she says, you gotta do physical therapy today. I'm like, for what? It's my butt, you know? And he said, well, you need to walk around. I was like, I don't want to walk. And she's like, well, you need to. I said, I don't want to walk. She said, do not make me do this the hard way. I said, you don't weigh 100 pounds soaking wet, lady. What is the hard way? So she left and she came back with a very large orderly. To which I responded by hopping out of the bed and saying, "Well, where are we walking to?" Yeah. I ended up staying in the hospital for 2 days, I think. And that was cleared up. But it had to be repaired. So that will be the next story. I don't know when I'll get to it, but sometime in the near future we'll talk about that. The whole surgery to repair is a completely whole new ball of wax. And one where you get to see the dark side of Jeff. And I don't mean that in a naughty way either. I mean that in a I'm Batman kind of way. So anyway, peace. Rock on. Hope I didn't gross you out by talking about my butt. See you tomorrow.